Bianca O'Donnell, welcome to The Growth Concept.
Thanks for having me.
This episode is way overdue. I think we can both agree.
Yeah, definitely is well overdue.
How did we meet?
So, this is a really good story. Sorry, let me get this started. So, I met Keone through my travel book. So, I started a little personal project asking strangers life advice, and we were at an Armed for Life event.
Which is a charity?
Yes,
yep.
For mental health. And I was super nervous because I just came back from travelling and I wanted to continue my book. As I wasn't travelling as much, I just bought a house. So I wanted to continue it, and I was like, maybe I should just bring it and ask people. And you were the first person I asked, and you straight away...
First person in Perth?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm honoured. Hell yeah. So yeah, we met at the charity, Armed for Life, and then we caught up a few times for coffee.
Yeah.
Always said we were going to do a podcast at a fireplace.
With some marshmallows. With camembert cheese.
With camembert cheese.
Yeah.
I don't like camembert cheese.
Sounds like a you problem.
That's going to be a problem. Okay, guys, that wraps up today's episode. Bianca, I met Shannon in Bustleton, and he introduced me to this card game. Each card has a deep question on it, which I want to start this conversation from there.
Sounds great.
I don't know what these questions are. I don't know where this is going to lead, so my guess is as good as yours right now. Okay, that's the question we both answer.
When you imagine your happy place, where is it and what are you doing?
Ooh, that's good.
I have a couple of happy places, I'd say.
Let's break that down.
So would be my hometown, Merredin, with my family. Also the barn, the martial arts. I love everyone at that gym. They all inspire me. And my auntie and uncle's place as well. So that should be 3 of my happy places.
So down south, where you grew up?
No, countryside. So towards Kalgoorlie.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
How long did you live there for?
Ooh, most of my life since I was 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you moved to Perth?
Yeah, when I was in year 11.
Nice. And then the barn? Break us down. What, boxing gym? I've
Yes.
seen you doing boxing. Hell yeah.
I train. I've been a bit slack with it. But lately I've just gone more into the gym side of things because I have health issues with like back surgery and stuff. But I started there like a year and a half ago, and I just love the atmosphere. Everyone there is just super inspiring.
Hell yeah.
They all motivate me.
Yeah, nice. It's good getting that drive in such fitness too when you are lacking that motivation. Being around these people that obviously want to push you, it's amazing. Is it kind of a vibe like that?
Yeah, 100%. They also are a couple of people that I started asking to write in my book because I just love the mindset and the mentality that they all have.
Unreal. Tell us about this book.
Oh, you're going to answer the question?
I was like, do I have to? My happy place. Honestly, right now. Like,
it is really beautiful here. Yeah.
If you're listening to this, it's a beautiful sunny day. It's a Monday public holiday in West Australia. It is 11:16. Beautiful day. The surf, it's a bit windy at the moment, but this morning the surf was primo. But I would say right now, I reckon having a conversation with amazing people is my happy place. But outside of that, probably the gym. The jail cell gym.
I love that. You're very motivated as well when it comes to martial arts.
The book.
Yeah.
So you started this when you went to Europe.
Yeah, so I was travelling. I wanted to do something outside my comfort zone, and so I decided to purchase a normal book. I like that it's just flipping through the pages right now.
That's
it's
sick,
just showing us. And I just decided that I wanted to ask strangers from around the world life advice. I always found people to be really interesting, and I've always been like curious about individuals and why we think what we think and why we do what we do.
Is there a topic people write about this?
I feel like everyone has their own niche way of thinking. Like, not one thing in the book is the same, which I find really interesting. Everyone just has their own way of thinking, and I think that's quite beautiful to see.
I think this is a good example the wind has chosen this page in
Well,
particular.
this is a good page. It's Lifeline.
Right. Read us your personal favourite.
Well, this one is really good. So, treat yourself like you would treat a good friend, with kindness, patience and compassion. That was the Lifeline counselling team.
Wow.
Yesterday is a memory, tomorrow is imaginary, only today is real.
Yesterday is a memory, tomorrow is imaginary, only today is real. That's deep.
And this
I love
one's
that.
really good too. Every morning, write down the thing you're avoiding. That's where the work is. That was Brandon Willington. I met at the barn as well.
Unreal.
So.
What's been the biggest learning experience or eye-opener from this? Because you were saying this was out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Well, how come you did this if it was so scary for you?
I always found talking to people like a little bit daunting, as I'm quite a shy person. I might not seem like it because I'm very bubbly, but I get really nervous speaking to people because I actually stutter and like I always panic when people ask me questions. So I'm like, oh my god, what do I say? And then I just word vomit. So being here and doing this whole thing is just a huge thing for me.
Hell
so
yeah!
I'm glad that I met you.
I'm happy that you could come down. This is unreal. What was the most craziest story you had speaking to people? Because you have people all around the world who have written in this book, from Germany, Spain, like Perth. And then there's Perth.
I don't know, because I always like every single page written in the book. Like, I feel like every story is so different. Like, you just meet people in different scenarios, and I like to have a conversation with people before I get them to write it down, because otherwise I feel like it's not as meaningful, if that makes sense. I still remember the first time that I started the book, and the lady, she was absolutely beautiful. She was a German lady coming back from Australia.
That you met her in Germany?
No, so I met her on the way to London.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're all like sitting at the charging ports at the airport, and I was just like overthinking my life away. Like, oh, I really want to start this book. How do I go about the conversation? So I was like in my head, like, how do I do this? What happens if she thinks I'm weird? Like, but I was like psyching myself out. I was like, I need to stop, breathe, just ask her, like, what worst case scenario? She says no. And then I asked her, and it was such a beautiful encounter. And she was just like, oh, like, how many people have written the book? And I was like, you're the first.
Hell yeah.
But she wrote in it, and we just had a great conversation, and it was almost like a domino effect. So, like, people overheard the conversation, and then people next to us wanted to be involved. And then I had 3 other people sign the book, which was really cool to witness. So I think probably the first encounter is probably my favourite.
How did you approach it? Because I imagine approaching strangers is scary.
Yeah.
I had to do it, filming a few videos for this setup.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy, not 3, 2, 1, nah. It's always that kind of like 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
Was it kind of like that?
Yeah, 100%.
Wow.
I feel like it's a lot easier when you're at events or like at an airport or like a relaxed setting, because people are already being there for some reason. You can strike a conversation, whereas I feel like out in the open it's a bit more challenging. Like, I would love to get a film camera and get around and just like asking strangers, but
that's wicked.
I feel like that would probably be my next step, but it is, quite daunting. But I think once you get out of that mindset, you just go far with it.
What experience did you have to steer you onto this path? Because with getting to know you, you've been through some crazy stuff, which people would not even know.
No.
Would you want to share that, and did that steer you onto the path of curiosity?
100%. So I lost a lot of great people in my life. So I lost my stepbrother to a car accident, one of my good friends to cancer, 2 friends to suicide, and a few older people as well in my family. But I also had back surgery and had to learn how to walk and talk again. So like all of that combined was just like the turning point in my life, and I just wanted to do more and be more. And so I just always found people really interesting, and I just wanted to help inspire people and do good in the world. So I just decided to start this project not only to help me, but to help other people as well. And I just share it online, and it resonates with so many people. So I just continue
unreal. The fact that when I first met you, and obviously we started having these conversations, the fact that you had every single Uno or Uno draw 4 card against you, and you still found an optimistic mindset to push forward. I think that's incredibly inspiring, and I'm not just saying that. Like, I have spoken to so many individuals, and none of them, I'm not going to compare people to people, but your story is something that I've not heard on someone who's lost so much, lost the ability to bloody walk, and then relearn to walk. What was that like? Because you had a nerve pinch or something, right?
Yeah. It was really scary. Like, I would wake up and I'd have like pains all down my arm, and I couldn't like hold my phone at some point, and then
Wait, like you would drop it, or like
you just couldn't hold it. Like, it was
couldn't
just,
close your hand.
it's just too heavy.
Wow.
And then my neck would lock, so I couldn't move it from side to side, and it just continued getting worse and worse. And then I just got it sorted, and then they were like, yeah, you're going to have to get this removed because you're going to be paralyzed from the shoulders down. So I had 2 discs leaning on my spinal cord, and yeah, they had to take it out and replace them. But I'm so glad for my surgeon. It took me a bit to register what was happening because it was very serious and it was really scary, like almost losing the ability to move, and like I would have just been a talking head. So like I would have hated my life, as negative as that sounds, but my family was there and they were super supportive of me. And then I have a scar here from it, and it took me a lot to love that. But over time, I've realised that without the scar, it's made me, so I feel like it wouldn't be me without it. So that's another lesson that I've had to learn, is to love it, because it was like a life-changing thing, because it's so visible, everyone can see it, right? First thing that people would see. So yeah, it was just a lesson with that as well.
Wow. Okay, so you learnt to walk again?
Yes, just for like a few weeks, yeah.
Wow. What was going through your mind during this? Because I know when you're at your lowest, it's easier said than done. Oh, just look on the bright side. Pain's temporary. But in the moment, you're like, this is fucked. Like,
yeah, it was excruciating pain, and honestly, without my family, I wouldn't have got through it. Like, they were there by my side, like helping me eat, sit me up. My little cousin, she was helping me to walk when she got home from school. I had like little exercises. It was just a foreign feeling, because it's like you have to relearn everything, and it was just like excruciating pain. So every step just hurt, but yeah, got there in the end.
What motivated you to keep going? Because for a lot of people, it's easier to just pack up the bags and be like, oh, this is too fucked. But you kept going, and you've kept going with the optimistic, positive mindset that you have now. What motivates you to maintain that?
Definitely my family. Like,
I love that.
Just going through everything, and like, it took me a lot to heal myself, but I feel like I just want to like help people in the world. Like, that was like my turning point. Is like, wow, I've gone through so much, and I've gone through like everything like under the sun. I have this ability to help other people, because I have an understanding of like grief and like how they're different in every scenario, and the feeling is different. So I just want to help people, and I think that's just like my biggest thing, is to just help others and just be inspired and change the world. Because like, if I were to die tomorrow, I feel like I could happily say that I've lived like a good life, because I've helped others.
I can vouch for that. I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen though.
Yeah, I hope not. I've got too much to do.
I think that shows with the work that you're doing, obviously with such big involvement with mental health, which I love. I love seeing that, and I'd love to see more content around that as well.
Yeah.
I think that's super cool.
Thank you.
And with the book, what is your goal for the travel book, and obviously with what you're building for yourself?
I want to continue to inspire people, bringing it to more events, even vlogging it. I would love to publish it one day and be like a coffee book, but I'd also like to do my own spin on it and talk about like psychology and why I started it, and make it a little bit more personal. But I'd have to look into like the legal side of things. But I just want to continue it, and also I want to also take it to catering events, because I have my own grazing board business, and so I feel like that's a niche way of meeting people as well, and it might make it more rememberable. If it
100%, yeah. And it's such, obviously, if your business grows, then this grows, and if this grows, your business grows.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've looped that really well.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Bianca, the last guest I interviewed left a question for you, not knowing what your story is or what we were going to talk about this morning. And the question is, what would your strategy be if all the internet was vanished all of a sudden? What would you do to cope?
I feel like that's such an easy question for me.
That's good.
So I initially started the book also because I wanted to communicate with people without using social media. So this is why I started the book as a book, not on the phone.
Like a blog article or content.
No.
I love that, yeah.
So I wanted to be out there in the real world talking to people. So I feel like it would just be the same, except I just wouldn't be able to share it as often online.
Do you think as your book progresses now, you're going to need to make the shift more online, or?
I don't think I feel like I could get away with it. Like, if I publish it, it's a book, right? Everyone can go out and buy it.
I love that. I think what you're doing is so creative, and I've not seen anyone else do this ever. So you're viewing this and listening to this firsthand. Bianca, what question do you want to leave for the next guest?
I'm excited.
Not knowing who they are or what story they tell.
This is one I like to ask people. It's like a psychology question. I started writing people's answers down in a notebook, which I'm considering also adding to the book.
Hell yeah.
So if you were to describe your current mindset, what would it be and why? But you have to describe it by a sound.
If you were to describe your current...
Sorry, I messed it up. So if you were to describe your current mindset using a sound, what would it be and why? So for instance...
What would yours be?
Yeah, so for instance, I would choose cars in traffic. So, wait, I rephrase this whole thing. I'm just messing up.
Yeah, in traffic.
Okay, so if you were to describe your current mindset by sound, what would it be and why? So, I would describe mine by traffic. So, up close, it's chaotic, right? But from afar, it's peaceful. So, my mindset is I'm content with my life, even though I have a lot going on.
I love that.
And some of the people's replies just been unreal, like insane what some people come up with. Like, I think it's such an open-ended question. It's so good to understand where people are.
And it's creative.
Yeah.
It's super creative. Like, I think you asked me this a while ago now, and I said, a battlefield but a rainbow in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, man, it's crazy, but there's peace, which I think is a really good way of framing things.
Yeah, it's good because you can see someone's mental state and how they're feeling at the moment, and then it also opens up a conversation as to why they feel that way.
And it's not so vulnerable,
No.
but it has that depth, which is good, trying to extract information when you know someone needs help, but they may not know how to approach it.
Yeah.
I'm going to apply that. Thank you, Bianca. Bianca O'Donnell, thank you so much for this conversation. I'm super happy that we finally made it happen.
Yeah, I'm happy as well. Thank you
Thank
for
you
having
so
me.
much.
Thank you.